Hello and welcome to Allo. Today I'm going to tell you about what has recently taken over my life and my living room. In my last video I mentioned it briefly. Hang on a second and I'll explain. In the last video I made, I mentioned that I had just bought a 3D printer. That was the ANET A8, which is this. It's a very popular printer, both for its price and expandability. Well, as you can see, I've been very busy since then. I should have stopped and taken a breath and done several update videos in the process, but I've been obsessed with this since I opened the box. For the first month or so, this printer has hardly taken a breath. I've had it printing pretty much the entire time I've had it. It's taken quite a bit of work, but I've managed to get it to the point where it does some pretty good prints for an inexpensive Chinese import. This is the first print I did. Actually, I'll show you a picture, but it's over here. Or rather, the first print that I did successfully. This is supposed to have been a perfect circle. As you can see in the picture, it's not. Nevertheless, I was proud to actually see something out of the printer that was actually successful and that could actually be used. Since that time, I've printed a ton of stuff to improve the safety and rigidity of the printer and the quality of the prints. Today, I'm able to make circles that are actually circles and all kinds of other shapes. 3D printing is just amazing. I'm completely hooked. As for what you can make with 3D printing, basically the sky's the limit. You can obviously print a bunch of little knickknacks and figurines and toys, things like that. You can scour the internet and find files to print. You can print anything from useless garbage to all the way up to actually functional prosthetics. If you want, you can even learn 3D CAD or CAM software and design your own models and make them a reality. It's really amazing. You can go from just having an idea to a physical object in just a matter of hours. You can even use additional hardware and software to be able to control your printer and see the printer from anywhere in the world. Now, 3D printing is not for everyone. In particular, 3D printing is not a fast process. Sure, a smaller print, something like this, could be done in maybe a half hour or so, but large prints or highly detailed prints can literally take days. Like this, for example, it took the better part of a day. And also, there's no guarantee of what you print is going to turn out just right. There's things that happen, prints fail. When something does fail, you have to track it down and fix it and then start that print all over again. If you want a huge piece and you want it now, 3D printing is really not for you. However, if you have an idea, you're reasonably technical, and you want to make something yourself, then 3D printing can be an invaluable tool. Similarly, for those who do get into 3D printing, certain 3D printers will fit different people better than other ones. This printer, for example, takes a lot of tinkering and a lot of care to get it to produce reliable, good prints. I, for one, have thoroughly enjoyed the process of gradually making this printer better and better. If that doesn't sound like your cup of tea, then there are plenty of other printers out there that are more plug and play. However, that convenience usually comes with a much higher price tag. I got this printer for around $150. That's right, for $150, some patience and a few upgrades, many of which you can actually print with the very printer you're upgrading, you can make your ideas or someone else's come to life. If you're not interested in the inner workings of the printer and don't have the time or patience for things like tinkering, then expect to pay upwards of 10 times as much as I paid for this one or more for a fancy printer that requires little or no effort on your part and that has all the bells and whistles already built in. So that's just a little introduction to 3D printing and my experience so far. I'll be doing a lot of 3D printing content from now on. As you've seen, I've already done a lot of upgrades and modifications to my A8. in the last month, and I'm already looking at either completely overhauling this one or buying a second completely different printer. Either way, I'll make some videos on the conversion of this one or the assembly and the use of the new one. If you're curious about 3D printing or you're a relative newbie like me, then join me in learning more about this incredible hobby. If you're a seasoned veteran to 3D printing, then keep coming back to just laugh at me or make suggestions on improvements. In any case, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking the videos, things like that. It helps a lot. Also, if you have some comments about what you like or what you don't like, or things you'd like to change, then go ahead and leave those too. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.